Okay. Yeah, so if you look at the overall medical physics workforce around the world, you can see steady increase in the past. The graph here tells you the increased number of American Association of Medical Physicists, AAPM. So it also happens similarly in many other places, including Hong Kong and China. Yeah, in China, it's much great increase. Okay, then let's look at the Hong Kong situation first. Currently, there are about 150 to 200 medical physicists in Hong Kong, mostly working in oncology center. Some are working in radiology and nuclear medicine department. Before we launched our program in 2020, there was no dedicated postgraduate program in any university in Hong Kong for medical physics. So we established the first program in medical physics in Hong Kong and nearby regions. Our program was designed with the international standard following guidelines of IMPCB, International Medical Physics Certification Board, and AAPM, American Association of Medical Physicists, as well as all the local guidelines of HKAMP, Hong Kong Association of Medical Physics, and HKIPM, Hong Kong Institute of Physicists in Medicine. So in the past, most of the medical physicists in Hong Kong obtained a postgraduate degree in physics or engineering, which is not dedicated medical physics program, or they obtained a postgraduate degree in medical physics from overseas universities. So this is a typical certification pathway in Hong Kong if you'd like to pursue a medical physics career. So you can start from resident physicist and you can start from a resident physicist. So which is more like on-job training, and after a few years, you become qualified physicist. And after a board examination, you can become certified physicist. But even before you become a resident physicist, you have to receive a relevant degree, so master degree or PhD in medical physics. So as we said earlier, at least master degree is required. It's a minimum requirement. So that is what it has been missing in Hong Kong, the medical physics graduate program. And that is what we are providing now with this Polio medical physics program. Okay, so let's look at the bigger picture in mainland China. Yeah, as I told you, the growth in China is much more impressive. So China radiation oncology market has been increased 11 to 13% annually, and it will be continued for the next probably 10 to 20 years. So there is a great chance in this area. There is a severe shortage in medical physicists in mainland China. A lot of estimation of the need of additional qualified medical physicists is about 2,500 with current equipment level. We know it's about with the current equipment level, but equipment is increasing and patient need is also increasing. So about 10,000 will be needed to cover patient need. The bottom here shows you some information on the demand for medical physicists. So there is a survey has been done recently showing the great need of a physicist in mainland China, clinical physicists. So some of our graduates also go to healthcare industry and work for research and development or management or service or marketing and so on. I'd like to say this is also a very promising area considering continuous growth in medical device industry in the world. You can see, this is about imaging equipment. You can see 30% increase in imaging equipment is expected from 2023 to 2030. And growth rate in China is even more impressive. 30% increase is required from 2023 to 2025. So only 2 years is required to see 30% increase in medical device industry market. Okay, so with this background, with this great need, we have been working hard on establishing this new program by collaboration with the different departments in the PolyU. So this is the overall structure of our program. As you can see, the program has been led by the Department of Health Technology and Informatics, HTI, with close collaboration with the Department of Applied Physics, AP. So two of these major departments are working together. There's some other departments, including BME, Biomedical Engineering, AMA, Department of Applied Mathematics, EIE, Department of Electronic and Information Engineering, COMP, Department of Computing. So we also have a close relationship with the hospitals, local and non-local, public and private hospitals, and healthcare industry, as well as medical physics society in Hong Kong and overseas. So this is the overview of our program. Official title is Master of Science in Medical Physics. The medium of instruction is English, and we do have full-time and part-time students. The normal duration for full-time students is 1.5 years, and the one for part-time students is 3 years. But this one shows normal duration. It does mean you need 1.5 years to graduate as full-time students and 3 years to graduate as part-time students. As long as you complete 30 credits, you can graduate. So it's all depending on your effort and time. Okay? This is the self-financed program. And as you can see here, tuition fee is 5,500 Hong Kong dollar per credit for local students and 5,700 per credit for non-local students. And yeah, we do have fellowship schemes. This year, we have a total of 4 government fellowships for local students. Okay, so this would be something you are interested in. So entrance requirement. So this is just minimum requirement. So we require bachelor degree in physics, applied physics, engineering physics. So basically physics related background. Or you may have a bachelor degree in natural science, mathematics, engineering, radiography, health technology, or other healthcare related background. So we actually have some students having background of mathematics and chemistry. Okay. And this is English language requirements. So these are very basic requirements. So we will also perform interview after shortlisting possible candidates. So we would like to emphasize that we do want to select the students who have a strong passion for medical physics, changing clinical practice, helping patients using physics knowledge and skills, or contributing to healthcare industry or academia. So passion is very important. And commitment for this career path is also very important. So that is what we are looking for during admission process. So I encourage you to think regarding this part before your application and make sure you are really interested in our program. So we want to find the candidates who are really interested in not only getting a degree, but also learning medical physics and applying medical physics for your future career. Okay, let's look at the curriculum of our program. So the required credits are 30 credits. So we have 1 compulsory subject, research methods and biostatistics, having 3 credits, and we have 7 core credits corresponding to 18 credits. As I told you, the way we set up for these core subjects is in alignment with the international standard. So that is why these courses are pretty much the same with other internationally renowned medical physics program in overseas universities. And we follow the guidelines of medical physics international bodies and local bodies. So that includes radiation physics, 3 credits, radiation protection and radiation safety, 3 credits, human anatomy and physiology, 3 credits, radiation therapy physics, 3 credits, medical imaging physics, 3 credits, radiobiology for medical physicists, 2 credits, ethical issues in medicine and research, 1 credit. Okay, so in total, it is corresponding to 21 credit, and you have 9 credit to take an elective subject. So we do have a number of elective subjects which you could choose. Here are the examples: clinical practicum, dissertation, practical radiotherapy treatment planning, multiplanar anatomy, advanced radiotherapy planning and dosimetry, and other imaging and radiotherapy related subjects. Okay, so one thing I just want to mention to you here is about dissertation. Yeah, dissertation itself, it takes 9 credits. Dissertation is not a compulsory subject or core subject. It's an elective subject, but if you take a dissertation, then that is pretty much the only subject you can take from the elective subject because it requires 9 credits. It takes 9 credits. Okay, but for those who are very interested in pursuing future degree, higher degree, like a PhD, after getting master degree in medical physics, then dissertation will be a very good choice. I would recommend to take dissertation. Okay, here shows the structure of the teaching steps. The key component is MSc MP step. So we also have people from outside of the program, including other poly staff from different departments, practicing medical physicists, and also practicing oncologists and radiologists. You know, because medical physics is also part of clinical field, we need to learn quite a lot of clinical knowledge. So engagement from oncologists and radiologists is very important. So we do have people from oncologists and radiologists. Okay, and overseas scholars providing teaching, seminar, research attachment. So as you can see here, we have a 7 core MSc MP staff, more than 20 other poly staffs, and more than 10 physicians, those are oncologists and radiologists, and more than 20 overseas scholars. Okay, the key teaching staff of this program is listed here. What you can see is a cross collaboration between HTI and AP. So 5 key persons are from HTI and 2 are from AP. So these are the subject leaders for the 7 core subjects. And I'm teaching medical imaging physics. Professor Kai is teaching radiation therapy physics. Okay, here just want to give you some examples of professionals who are involved in our program: medical physicists, oncologists, radiologists. So as you can see, all of them already received the certification either from local or overseas places and have an extraordinary experience and expertise in different areas of medical physics. Okay, so this is just an example of world-renowned expert in medical physics who contributes to teaching of our program. So currently we are conducting distinguished guest lecture series in medical physics. These are the representative speakers from the world-renowned institutions like Duke University, Harvard University, and University of Pennsylvania. They provide very valuable lectures on cutting-edge technology in medical physics to our students. Okay, teaching labs. Within the department, there are a number of teaching labs related to medical physics. These are examples. So among those, the most directly related to medical physics is radiation therapy, planning, and treatment simulation laboratory. So like here, we have about 20 radiotherapy treatment planning workstation, and these are exactly same workstation that the hospitals are using for patient cancer treatment planning. So lower left corner here is a virtual reality-based radiation therapy treatment machine. It is an excellent teaching facility. So we actually have a subject about so-called practical radiation therapy treatment planning subject. So which is currently delivered in summer semester to provide hands-on session, hands-on learnings. And the lower right corner, it is a 3 Tesla Siemens whole body human MRI scanner that was recently installed in the PolyU, and it has been using for teaching and research. Okay, so there are many possible career pathways after receiving our master's degree in medical physics in long term. So first of all, of course, hospitals to be clinical physicists. So our graduate could work in different departments such as radiotherapy, radiology, clinical engineering, and so on in different hospitals. Also, industry is another possible pathway. Healthcare is very important part in our life, as you experienced on the pandemic situation already. So with the aging trend and economic development, so healthcare industry is booming now. So you can work for research and development, marketing, service and management, and so on. Academia is also very interesting, attracting option. You need a PhD degree after getting a master's degree and try to work as a professor like me, a researcher, scientific officer, and so on. You know, PolyU, of course, PolyU is the best university for healthcare education in medical imaging and radiotherapy. And there is also Tongwha College, which is providing radiotherapy education. And recently, they also established the medical imaging discipline. So there are many job opportunities in academia as well. And another opportunity is related with the government work. So you can work as government regulatory officers for nuclear and radiation related regulations and issues, or enterprises with new technique and new development. You know, one benefit of our program is our part-time students, they are already, some of them are already working in the hospital as a clinical physicist, intern, assistant, or even a real clinical physicist. And there are some students from industry and also some students from government. Okay, so if you pursue this career path, you can also get some information from your peer students. Okay, so there are some opportunities within the program. There are different scholarships available, especially this year. As I told you, we have a full quota for government fellowship, which is very good for local students. Yeah. And you can find some detailed information in the website. And within the department, we also offer merit-based scholarship based on your academic performance, GPA. And also the students enrolled in this program will have an opportunity to apply for research assistance. Okay, so we do have some students working as a part-time research assistant, involving research activity, receiving research assistance. So you will have opportunity to network with these people and learn about the field. So yeah, so already our part-time students, they are working in the related field, and also our teaching staff and professional teaching staff, they can provide you lots of information and knowledge related to your career path. And yeah, more importantly, if you choose to be a medical physicist, these are the people potentially you'll be working with, right, in the hospitals. So it is good to know them during your study. And research, yeah, so we have more than 20 active research grants with a lot of funding available. So very likely you can be involved in various research projects. And also there are research collaboration opportunities with the international scholars. And there are also some exchange opportunity. Okay, so this one will be interesting to you. I will briefly introduce characteristics of the last year's students. Last year, we had 89 candidates and we admitted 24 students. About 30% for full-time mode and 71% for part-time mode. And for part-time students, they usually have a 17 months working experience. And our mean GPA was about 3.14. And of course, we do have a very good students having higher than 3.5, 3.7 mean GPA in first class honors. And more than 90% students are from QS top 100 universities. And male to female ratio about 79% to 21%. So we do have some female students. And we have a large of students from physics and engineering background, 25% from physics, 46% from engineering, and other healthcare related background from corresponding to 29%. Okay, so this is the end of my introduction to our medical physics program, and welcome to apply for our program. If you have any further question, you can contact Ms. Ellie Wu for admission process information. And if you have any question about academics, then you can contact me. Okay, and please feel free to leave your question using chat box. I will address your question during Q&A session. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time and attention. You have any question? Yeah, sure. Yeah, so our program welcome people who would like to change their careers. Yes, sure. So we are very welcome if you have a strong passion to change your career into medical physics world. Yeah, without employees' recommendation, you can get recommendation letter from your supervisor, academic supervisor. Yeah, so no problem. Don't need to stick to employees' recommendation. You can get recommendation from your academic supervisor. Yeah, we do have people who wanted to change their career. So from industry, healthcare industry to clinical physicist. Yeah, we have a lot of people from this background of students. Yeah. And we do see some successful case to change their career from industry to clinical physicist. And we even have radiochemist who wants to be a medical physicist? Okay, any other question? Any more question? Yeah, I'd like to emphasize our program is a dedicated program in medical physics, the only dedicated program in medical physics in Hong Kong. So we designed our program with all the international and local standards, guidelines. And we have a lot of clinical collaboration from the hospital, and they recognize our program very well. And for subject teaching, not only the academic staff, but also clinical people are imbibing in teaching. So even though I'm the subject leader for medical imaging physics, in my subject, I invited a lot of guest lecturers from hospitals, imaging physicists, therapy physicists. So you can have lots of networking opportunities with them during your learning. Okay, any other question? Yeah, clinical physicist is definitely a very good way for your career, and there are also many opportunities in healthcare industry. So as I show you the graph, the healthcare industry is booming now. There are lots of needs for research and development for healthcare industry. Yes, so we have the subject so-called clinical practicum. So if you, as an elective subject, so if you choose a clinical practicum, you will be working in the hospital and observing clinical practice following current medical physicists there. So you can have placement opportunity. Clinical practicum is a good way if you want to have a clinical experience. So we we have networking. We have a agreement with the HA hospital, public hospital, as well as a private hospital. So you can choose. So any more questions? So for dissertation, you can actually choose any steps considering your research interest, and then you can contact them. So they have many different research topics, and you can see so which one is your strong interest, and then you can contact them, and you do have research opportunities for your dissertation. So not only these steps, you can also see all other HTI or AP department steps. Any more questions? So in my subject, medical imaging physics subject, we also have a short clinical visit to the hospital. So to see PET MRI facilities. So that's there are some opportunity to have clinical experience. Okay. Any other question or no more? So for admission, interview will be very important. So we check your passion, your interest, your Beijing knowledge on medical physics. Okay, then thank you very much for your time and welcome to apply for our program. Okay, bye.